Today I'm going to be showing you a stun glitch for Lizzie. Now, well, he didn't want to come up to the barrier. But when these dudes come up to the barrier, you'll see that they get stunned. There's a barrier over there too, so as soon as he walks into it, there it is. Now, this is going to be based off the level of the card. This is just level 1, so it's only a 1.5 second stun. But they'll continuously get stunned. And it doesn't matter. Wow, I got stunned too. Doesn't matter if you have ammo or you don't, as I'll show you in a moment. So I have no ammo now, and he's still getting stunned. Now, if you don't already know, Lizzie's barriers that she buys, and I'll get into that in a moment, that, what you need to do. So, these barriers have always provided her stim when the enemies walk into them. And they've always inflicted freeze damage when the enemy gets to 25% or less health, provided you have aggressive armor for the stim and the freezing cold, cold finish for enemies that have 25% or less health. And as you can see, it still does that. But now, it also stuns, making her barriers even more powerful. And I want to give a shout out to Nasty R from Mexico, who pointed this out to me. It is really cool. And I will get into Clayton, who has one as well. But just real quickly before I get into Clayton. So, for these barriers, Lizzie will need to buy them so that they're her barriers. Now, the stun, since the barriers stun, at the start, there's really even no need to go for the 2s. If you're playing with Baird, you can keep them up, but, I mean, probably would eventually go to the 2s, but I wouldn't even stress it in the beginning, which is another reason this is so sweet. Because they're stunning the enemies anyway, so they're not walking through them. They just get stopped on the barriers. As you can see, I have a wall here, and they can't, well, I have that over there, it's a little bit open, and that back there that's open, but yet they can't pass these barriers unless they get broke. So you don't really need to go crazy with the level of the barrier. Now, on to Clayton. So, Clayton has basically the same exact glitch as Paduk. And if you're not familiar with the bleeding barriers of Paduk, you can go check that out on my channel. Just search Paduk bleeding barriers. Now, it's just like Lizzie. Instead of holding the drop shot and having the hammer equipped, you will be holding the torque bow and you will have his legend equipped for the bleeding torque bow. Now, the damage numbers on that are not impressive at all at the moment. I mean, compared to Paduk, the numbers are extremely low. The level 3 bleeding torque bow, I was testing them out, and I was doing 4 to 5 damage on beginner. You know, just setting up the barriers and testing it out. And 4 damage without the active, 5 damage with the active. It really wasn't impressive. I guess if you have a low level Clayton, it might be useful to level it up. Also, why I'm combining that and not even bother doing a video by itself for it. I figured I'd show Lizzie's, because Lizzie's is actually, I really do feel Lizzie's is quite cool. But, there might be a way to get Clayton's damage up, but it doesn't look like it. I tried the base numbers, I tried upping the perks. The bleed numbers are so low to begin with, that even if the card was maxed, I really can't see it being really useful. And, that is Lizzie's stun barriers and how to do Clayton's bleeding barriers. You can try it out, but really wouldn't try it out on a master run or something, as far as I can tell. Probably even if your card is maxed, you're not going to do that much damage. But if you do happen to have a maxed torque bow card at the moment and want to post the damage numbers, I would be really appreciative to know those numbers. And I hope that helps.